Welcome to the Slowdown, a space to pause, breathe, and come back to yourself. I'm Catherine, a yoga teacher and embodiment guide, and together we'll explore what it looks like to live with intention through reflection and somatic practices. This podcast is for you if you are moving through change, overwhelm, or you're just looking for a more mindful, embodied way of being in our world today. So grab a warm drink, get comfy, and let's settle in together. Hey, how was your week? To be honest, I wasn't sure what I would be talking about this week. So I've decided to talk about where I'm at. My energy and motivation has continued to be pretty low. I didn't feel super inspired. And so I tried to just meet myself where I was at. I didn't post much on social media. I spent a lot of time outside on my mat and in the bath when I could. These are some things that I know help me to reconnect to myself. Because I found myself in what I would describe as kind of a functional freeze nervous system state. I was still showing up for life and responsibilities, doing the things that needed to be done, while internally feeling pretty disconnected. And when I realized that that's where I was at, I didn't judge it, and I didn't feel shame where I probably once would have. It just felt like information. I'm currently stretching, starting to expand. And so, of course, my system needs more care. A lot of women I've talked to recently have shared something similar. Some days just feel off. Maybe you can relate. We don't even need to know why we feel the way we do. But as soon as we can name it, especially with compassion for ourselves, we can meet it. Next week marks the 1-year anniversary of Embodied Journey. I started my newsletter on June 7th, 2025. And honestly, I think a big part of what I've been moving through lately is becoming clear on my why, on my core values and my business philosophy. Getting closer to the root of why I'm doing this work in the first place. For me, things usually begin as a feeling before they become words, which can sometimes make it hard to explain. But what has become very clear to me is that what I offer is a whole person approach. It's not just about the body or the mind or emotions, energy, or nervous system work on their own. Really, it's about learning to stay present to the truth of our experience. I believe transformation happens through learning to stay present with what is here. And my role is to hold space, to gently reflect, and support deeper awareness across the layers of self, the mind, the body, emotions, nervous system, energy, and soul. And part of why I share pieces of my own journey is because I want you to know that we are all in this together. Life is not a straight line. It's a series of ups and downs, contractions and expansions, and everything in between. And we don't need to feel guilty or ashamed for being human, for having harder seasons, for feeling disconnected sometimes. These experiences are not failures. They're part of being alive. And maybe the invitation is not to judge ourselves for where we are, but to meet ourselves there with a little more honesty, care, and compassion. So let's get into our somatic practice for this week. And so find a comfortable place where you can sit or lie down and let yourself arrive without needing to change anything right away. Begin by simply noticing your body. Notice your breath. Notice any sensations that are present, any tightness, ease, heaviness, openness, restlessness. There's nothing to fix here, just awareness. Now gently begin to shift your attention towards what is already supporting you. Maybe it's the ground beneath you, the chair that's holding you, the bed supporting your weight, the air that's around you. Let your awareness land there. And really take a moment to feel into that support. Not just thinking about it, but really sensing it. You might notice your feet pressing into the floor, or your back being held, or your body being cradled by whatever is underneath you. If it feels supportive, you can place a hand on your heart and one on your belly, or simply let your arms rest wherever they want to be. Now, as you breathe, imagine you are gently leaning into that support a little more. Not collapsing, not forcing, just allowing yourself to be held. With each inhale, notice the places where you are already supported. With each exhale, allow a small softening into that support. If there are parts of you that feel uncertain, tense, or activated, see if you can include them without forcing them to change. You might simply acknowledge them and then return your attention to what is holding you. Let support be the anchor. And stay here for a few breaths. Notice what it feels like in your system to not be doing this alone, to not be fixing, to not be forcing, but to simply be held. You might even ask yourself, what is it like to let myself be supported right now? And notice whatever response arises. Sensation or emotion or nothing at all. All of it is welcome. Staying here for a few more breaths, letting yourself land a little more fully into that sense of being held. And when you're ready, gently bring your awareness back to the space around you. Maybe even wiggling the fingers and the toes. Maybe rocking the head a little side to side. Taking one slow inhale and a long exhale. Remembering that support is here. If your body feels tense, tired, or on edge, even when your mind says you should be fine, if you feel unseen, unsupported, or unsure how to ask for help, if you are highly sensitive or a deep feeler and often absorb a lot from the world around you, if you're feeling stuck in patterns that no longer feel aligned but aren't sure how to shift them, if you're moving through motherhood, grief, burnout, or identity changes and feeling like the old version of you no longer fits, my one-on-one embodiment sessions are for you. These are personalized one-on-one sessions designed to support healing and self-understanding through the mind-body connection. Together, we explore how stress, emotions, and lived experiences are influencing your life. Using somatic practices, mindfulness, breath, movement, and internal family systems informed support, we gently work towards greater regulation, emotional processing, clarity, and self-trust. You can also come practice with me in person, and you can see below for ways to do both. As you move through the week ahead, my invitation is to begin naming how you feel more often. You could write it down, share it with someone, or just notice to yourself. When we can step out of the stories we attach to our experiences, what they mean about who we are, or what they say about us, we create more space to meet what's actually here. And from that space, there's often more honesty, more softness, and more room to breathe. If you'd like support moving through something, or simply a space to slow down and reconnect with yourself, reach out. I would love to chat. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this episode supported you in any way, I would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment, a review, and share it with someone who might need it too. You can connect with me on Instagram at Embodied Journey _, where I share reflections, practices, and gentle reminders to live with more intention. You can find links to my website and ways to connect in the show notes. Until next time, take care of yourself and keep coming back to what feels supportive for you. I'm so glad you're here.